Good morning and welcome. My name is Balaji Rajagopalan, and it is my privilege and honor to serve as the Dean of the Robert J. Trulaske Senior College of Business. We are delighted that you are here today to celebrate what we know is one of the happiest days in the lives of the students seated before us. Graduation is a major milestone, and students, I applaud you for your hard work, perseverance, and success. Let's start our proceedings by celebrating our soon-to-be graduates. Congratulations, class of 2024. Give them a round of applause. Students, we are honored to recognize your achievements. Today is also a special day for a reason unrelated to graduation. As we know, it's Mother's Day. A round of applause to all the mothers and mother figures. We celebrate you as well. Now, please stand if you are able for the national anthem and remove your headwear.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. I'd like to take a moment to introduce this morning's platform party. Please stand as I call your name. Our state constitution vests the governance of the University of Missouri in the Board of Curators. The curators freely spend their time ensuring that the people of Missouri are provided with high-quality public university education. This morning, representing the Board of Curators is Board Chair Robin Winokur. University of Missouri President, Dr. Moon Choi. Vice Chancellor Maurice Gibson of the university's Division of Inclusion, Diversity, and Equity. Our featured speaker, Mr. Don Walsworth. You will hear more about Don a bit later in the program. Our student speaker, Lucas Hayes, who's graduating from Mizzou this month with bachelor's degrees in economics, business administration, and international studies. Yes, you heard me right. That's 3 separate bachelor degrees. Dr. Gay Albright, Associate Dean of Academic Programs and Associate Teaching Professor in the Management Department. Dr. Lauren Brengarth, Assistant Dean of Student Programs, Assistant Teaching Professor in the Management Department, and Director of Trulaske College. Dr. Sudeep Datta, Chair of the Finance Department. Dr. Chris Robert, Chair of the Management Department. Dr. Xiaoming Zhao, Chair of the Marketing Department. And Shannon Ferguson, Director of our 150-hour accountancy and Master of Accountancy programs and adjunct faculty member in our college. Please join me in inviting President Choi to the podium to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Dean. It really is a great pleasure to be here. And I know today is Mother's Day, so I have the first present for all mothers. I'm going to keep my remarks short. So to the graduates of 2024, you face a lot of challenges. I call this the class that understands what grit and resilience are all about. Think about it. 4 years ago, you didn't have prom, you didn't have graduation, and you started college wearing masks and socially distancing. But you didn't give up. You finally made it, and I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. While the remarks are short, I do want to share the words of a very important poet of our generation. And it talks about resilience and rebirth. If you know the words, you can sing along. And it goes something like this. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag, drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? I know you felt that during the past 4 years, but we knew there's a spark in you. You gotta ignite the light and let it shine. 2024 graduates, you are shining today. You are shining today. So today, there are about 800 graduates, and you're graduating from one of the finest business schools in the country. 120 of you are first-generation students, including the Heartland Scholars. If you're a first-generation student, please stand, please rise. We are so proud of you. We also have members of our ROTC, members who are veterans and active duty military. If you are here, please stand. ROTC, veterans. Thank you for your service. And also, we all know that university education is more than an education. It's an experience to develop both personally, professionally, and what makes our university so special is that we have great extracurricular and athletics programs. I want to ask the student athletes that are here to stand. Student athletes, marching Mizzou, cheer team, and the Golden Girls. Thank you for bringing so much pride to our university. In closing, we are so proud of you. I can't wait to see what you accomplish. And don't forget that you always have a home at Mizzou. Thank you, and MIZ. I now have the great privilege to introduce our honorary doctorate recipient, Mr. Don Walsworth. Mr. Walsworth, may I ask you to stand? And he is joined this morning by his family, Miss Audrey, Ed, Lynn, Don, and Shay. May I ask you to stand as well? So Mr. Walsworth is a 1957 graduate with a degree in education. He serves as a CEO of Walsworth Incorporated, one of the nation's largest book and magazine publishers. He's been recognized for his contributions, including being elected president of the National Yearbook Manufacturers Association and named the Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year for manufacturing. In 2003, Governor Bob Holden appointed him to the University of Missouri Board of Curators. While serving on the board, he was a visionary, compassionate, and humble servant leader that placed the interests of the institution above all else. He was also an incredibly dedicated financial supporter of MU and MU athletics. Mr. Walsworth's contribution to Mizzou and the state of Missouri are truly remarkable. Mr. Walsworth, soon to be Dr. Walsworth, we are so proud of you, so proud of you. So now I invite Chair Winokur and Dean Roger Gopalan to join me at the podium.
The other way. Are you ready? Great. Okay, thank you, President Choi. Now, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Curators of the University of Missouri, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto pertaining. Congratulations, Dr. Walsworth. Good. Are we doing a picture? You want to do a picture? Let me get my book out of your way.
And where's mine?
The next tab. There you go. It's this one right here.
Okay. Good morning. Thank you, President Choi and Chair Winokur, for this incredible honor. I never dreamed I would receive an honorary doctorate degree from my alma mater. I'm fortunate to have members of my family here today, many who are graduates of Mizzou. I'm forever grateful for this distinction. I want to congratulate all you, the newest graduates of the Trulaske College of Business, for all that you have accomplished. I'm proud to share this day with you and wish you all the best life has to offer. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Don. Dr. Walsworth. In your honorary degree nomination packet, you were called an exemplary model of ethical leadership who demonstrated a relentless pursuit of excellence. For your support of both this great institution and across the communities in the state, you are known as a true son of Mizzou and a true son of the state of Missouri. We are proud to call you and Audrey friends of our College of Business, and it is a distinct honor to celebrate your honorary degree with you today. Please join me in one more round of applause for our honorary degree recipient, Dr. Don Walsworth. Each semester, the college gives graduating seniors the opportunity to speak at our commencement ceremonies. Students applying for this privilege and our student council interviews those that have sought to be applicants and selects just one honoree for our ceremony. This morning, our student speaker is Lucas Hayes. As I mentioned earlier, Lucas is receiving bachelor's degrees in economics, business administration, and international studies. He graduates with a minor in Luso-Brazilian era studies, as well as leadership and public service. During his time at Mizzou, Lucas has been active in a variety of programs and organizations while making the Dean's List each semester. At Trulaske, he served as a director of the Trulaske Leadership Conference for 3 years, held a variety of leadership positions with Alpha Kappa Psi, the professional business fraternity. He supported the college's VC Academy as a VC ambassador and was a scholar in the Cornell Leadership Program. On campus, Lucas was active with the Brazilian Student Association, the University of Missouri Black Pre-Law Students Association, and the Brazilian American Chamber of Commerce. Lucas is a past recipient of the college's Edward J. Rapp Excellence Award, and I am sure you can see why. After graduation, Lucas plans to move to Provo, Utah to attend law school at Brigham Young University. Please join me in welcoming Lucas Hayes to give his remarks.
Good morning. Dean, thank you for the kind words. I want to first start by wishing all the mothers out there a happy Mother's Day. If you're a mother anything like my own, you've supported us throughout our entire college career. For that, we are very grateful. Faculty members, esteemed guests, proud parents, and my fellow graduates. 5,760 hours of lecture. These lectures included courses in finance, accounting, economics, marketing, and many more. There were 2 writing-intensive courses, a capstone, and at least 1 internship. And let us not all forget our favorite 200 professional edge points. As I assume all the graduates are aware, these are the minimum requirements to graduate with a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration from the Trulaske College of Business. I would also venture to say that since our first day of class, 1,364 days ago, many, if not all of us, have far exceeded these minimum requirements. As the first class to embark on our college experience during the COVID-19 pandemic, we've demonstrated unparalleled resilience and adaptability. I know that my freshman year of college was nothing like I expected it to be. Spaced out classrooms, an empty Cornell atrium, and masks that were framed us from making deep connections were just a few of the obstacles that we faced that were unlike any before. Yet, here we stand today, stronger and more determined than ever. Now, every time you go into Cornell, there are people smiling, friends passing, and always something happening in the atrium. In the beginning of my time here at Trulaske, I was young and eager to learn. I looked up to those who led with passion and drive. There was never a shortage of upperclassmen willing to be inspiring mentors. It was for this reason I found the confidence to pursue challenges that I once thought were unattainable. That's what's special about Trulaske. There is always someone to show you that what we may perceive as being impossible is never quite out of our reach. In my final years, I had the opportunity to pay it forward by sharing my experiences and goals with the next wave of Trulaske leaders. Upon reflection, I realized that we each walked a unique path during our college careers. For some of us, our paths may have crossed in various student organizations, classes, or friend groups. Nonetheless, one thing we all share in common is that we tried new things, met new people, and made lasting memories. Now, it is not my position, and to be honest, I prefer to avoid being that cringy commencement speaker that tries to share some motivational message through any number of cliches. Instead, I would simply like to bring to your attention a truth that we will all come to know. College was not the only time for us to go out on the edge and make something of ourselves. As I mentioned earlier, many, if not all of us, far exceeded the minimum requirements to get us here today. That same mentality doesn't have to stop and shouldn't stop once we get our fancy, albeit pretty expensive, piece of paper. At the end of that day, the piece of paper is still paper. The real value our degree provides us with is a foundation of experiences that will propel us into our successful lives. These experiences, both academic and personal, have shaped us into the individuals we are today. They've equipped us with the skills, knowledge, and resilience needed to thrive in our ever-evolving world. We should strive to put ourselves out on the edge in whatever path we may choose to pursue, knowing that our time here at Trulaske has prepared us well for the challenges that lie ahead. Our graduation is not merely a conclusion to our journey here at Mizzou, but a commencement for the one to come. Commencement is defined as the beginning of new opportunities, new adventures, and new horizons to explore. To my fellow graduates, I extend my heartfelt congratulations on this momentous occasion. May our futures be filled with endless possibilities, our endeavors met with success, and for our spirits to remain unwavering in the face of adversity. Congratulations, Trulaske College of Business, Class of 2024, MIZ.
One more round of applause for Lucas Hayes, please. Lucas, we are proud of your accomplishments as a student, and we know that you are going to make a true impact on the world as an alum. Now, before we begin our recognition of individual graduates and the conferring of degrees, I'd like to recognize our students by emphasis area. Our students in the Trulaske College of Business are able to fit their degrees to their passions and career plans by selecting an emphasis area at the college. Graduates, when I call your emphasis area, would you please stand as you're able? First, will the students completing the combined bachelor's and master's programs in accountancy please rise as you're able? The 150-hour program in the School of Accountancy is an integrated program in which accountancy students receive their bachelor's degrees at the same time as their master's degree. Next, students who are graduating from the dual degree in international business, as well as the online Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Would you please rise? Next, will the students completing the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration with an emphasis in economics, finance and banking, or real estate, please rise. Students completing the BSBA degree with an emphasis in management, would you please rise? Finally, it is time for students who are completing the BSBA degree with an emphasis in marketing. Would you please rise? And now, for the moment we have all been waiting for, the individual recognition of our graduates and the conferring of degrees. Graduates, your ushers will release you by row to come forward.
Tate Howell.
Christina V. Sidorova, cum laude.
Peyton Holstein.
Casey Lee Cassidy.
Nathan H. Sneller.
Lucas Arthur Hayes.
Peter Kent.
Jaron W. Hill, magna cum laude.
Adam Allen Johnston.
Adam Thomas Broughton.
Cyrus Edward Phillip.
Ben Riker.
Ethan D. Beitzinger.
Dylan R. Wiles.
Mason Joseph Urick.
Isaac Bartlett.
Connor Warren Parnas.
Stefan William Dara.
Ethan N. Valenti.
Jeffrey Dennis Buck.
Carter M. Hutchison.
Madison Lane Severino.
Dylan Michael Parnas.
Nicholas Wayne Wattenbarger.
Braden Charles Boulay.
Devin D. Dembinski.
Kristen Michelle Raggi, cum laude.
Jake White.
Claire Therese Fisher.
Ryan Patrick Pipitone.
Charlie Dake.
Ben Wieland.
Grant Thomas Modica.
Billy Cummings.
Tristan M. John, cum laude.
Joey Cummings, cum laude.
Drew Matthew Ritter.
Bryden T. Freund, cum laude.
Luke G. Donner.
Mason Reckamp.
Cade Edward Scowpick.
Ricky Cristante.
Sarah A. Cooley.
Cutter M. Cook.
Megan Elizabeth Holtmeyer.
Anthony Earl Williams.
Zachary David Bleckler, cum laude.
Nicholas Joseph Davis.
Emily Rose Marzugak, sum laude.
Olivia Grace Blackmore, summa cum laude.
Holly Elizabeth Lemon, cum laude.
Michael Arthur Tiemann.
Mike Aguirre.
Kayla Nicole Johnson.
Paige Pauline Arment.
Autumn White.
David P. Weissong, magna cum laude.
Jessica Gherkins.
Cooper John Thomas Beckett.
Samia Fatima Raghunwala.
Abigail Daw.
Gage Julie McGinnis.
McKinley Alexander Hopkins.
George M. Nichols.
Hayden M. Black, magna cum laude.
Zach Sweeney.
Tara Riley Hausler.
Carson Michael Swain.
Cassidy L. Dalton, cum laude.
Sam Hauser, cum laude.
Ian Scott Schreifer.
Marco Antonio O'Neill Zarate.
Jack Joseph Catalano.
Zach Keitlinger.
Will Coleman.
Teddy Ceresia, cum laude.
Garrett Allen Pierce, cum laude.
Connor Dale Coleman, summa cum laude.
Alondra Victoria Edwards, summa cum laude.
Garrett Allred.
Jaden Reese, magna cum laude.
Garrett Wicker, cum laude.
Sam Provencher.
Brianna Christini.
Joshua J. Ragusa, cum laude.
Brandy R. Carr.
Luke William Wolf, magna cum laude.
Rachel Ann Dolans.
Spencer William Bolte.
Tara Dawn Foth.
Ryan William Onisio Carbojal. Jasper Willow Shoemaker.
Faith J. Groff, summa cum laude.
Caleb J. Mitchell.
Adam Charles Mertens.
Caden Drew Malone.
Michael James Winger.
Braden Daniel Meyer.
Jack Stebbins, cum laude.
Nick Schmidt.
Joshua Dean.
Drew Neptune.
James Allen Perkins.
Jack Piercy Davis, magna cum laude.
Drew Jeffrey Laumar, cum laude.
Billy English.
Will Kumar, cum laude.
Nate Williams.
Quinn Gallagher.
Mark Rosner, cum laude.
Liam Patrick Fitzsimmons, cum laude.
Blake William Krunsbein.
Precious Emmanuel Essien.
Eric Hamill.
Laura S. Holmes.
Andrew David Kelleher, magna cum laude.
Macy K. Sprague.
Hunter Allen Holder.
Kaylee J. Beatty.
Jack Dolan Buckholtz, cum laude.
Colby Lane Crabtree.
Dominic Edward Facenda.
Emily M. Willis.
Andrew Robert Maynor.
Reagan Elizabeth Harrison.
Miguel Angel Venegas.
Hannah Nicole Lockwood.
Brandon Paul Auberry.
Kate Elizabeth Huntsman, magna cum laude.
Brett Allen Nygren.
Ethan Robert Gray, cum laude.
Ethan Christopher Peter, summa cum laude.
Shannon Michael McDonald.
Kyle J. Clore.
Ben Phelps.
Joey Critchell.
Ryan Gallen.
Tommy Olson.
Alexandra Albanis, summa cum laude.
Raymond Donald Shoemaker.
Adam J. Miller.
Samantha I. Kushmeyer.
Peyton James Sapp.
Jackson S. Crowley.
Kale D. McCandless.
Ty Rouse, cum laude.
Austin Pleiss.
Sean Robert Michael.
Raymond Robert Nepris.
Carson Dean Shoup.
Katarina Toll, cum laude.
Andrew David Kogut, cum laude.
Zach Liska.
Jake Berry.
Ryan K. Meyer.
Gabe Schneider, cum laude.
Morgan Spears.
Graham Edward Dubois, magnum cum laude.
Nathan Christopher Roth.
Samuel Austin Weiss.
Wyatt Roan Burks, cum laude.
John Paul Schieber.
Paige Alini Hartman.
Joseph Henry Maynier.
Allison Lang.
Max Fusella, cum laude.
Peyton Dannett, cum laude.
Lane Jackson Davis, cum laude.
Julia Elizabeth Stewart.
Jack Michael Bystrom, cum laude.
Jacob P. Curley.
Dylan Thomas Stovall, magna cum laude.
Jake Holton.
Tyler Michael Canada, cum laude.
Jacob Ryan Green.
Madison Mary Peterian.
Jack Ford.
Luke Joseph Davis, magna cum laude.
Matt Miller.
Sadie A. Shugart.
Trey Scott DeGarmo.
Lydia Ann Dickman, cum laude.
Trevor Wayne West.
Allison Elizabeth Westphale, summa cum laude.
Charles Joseph Boyce.
Madison Elise Pack.
Talon Noland.
Sydney Marie Brewer.
Kyle Mathis, magna cum laude.
Ryan Dennis Flora, cum laude.
Sam Charles Esser.
Alex Riney.
Darius A. Whitney.
Josh Prasowski.
Ryan Christopher Lester.
Trevor J. Schnurbush.
Miles Robert Marine.
Ben Durbala.
Caleb L. Strozowski.
Samuel Bruce, summa cum laude.
Morgan Renee Wilson.
Soraya Finesse Deboise.
Jada L. Jones.
Samantha Lynn Niemeyer.
Tristan Jones.
Olivia Ray Miller.
Jay Jetsurski.
Lainey Diane Weaver.
Benjamin Paul Winkleman.
Josie Elizabeth Bank.
Carter Joseph Burton, cum laude.
Ellie Despierre.
Jack Edwin Pullman.
Brittany Marie Wisniewski.
Devin Emmanuel Mueller, cum laude.
Grant Irvin Dubois.
Andrew David Mueller.
Elise Chastain Moyer.
Claire Virginia Polizzi, cum laude.
Eva Catherine McNamee.
Brendan J. Heron.
Avery Grace Crowder.
Joe Efkin.
Kylie Miller.
Catherine Adrian Sands, cum laude.
Josh Abbott.
Kaylee Maria Speedon, cum laude.
Zach Bryce.
Cole Daniel Jansen.
Caden Ryan Keener.
Emily Marie Dunn.
Nicholas Theodore Owens.
Rowan Elizabeth O'Connell.
Nicholas Troy Savage.
Rachel Helen Loida.
Liam A. Hammett.
Haley Rian Barks, cum laude.
Samuel Robert Sweetland.
Parker John Freeman.
Hayden Robert Draper.
Carson Lawrence Campbell.
John Gardner.
Reese Jacob Lang.
Jack Robert Hummert.
Jasmine Silva Alejo.
Lucas Benjamin Nickerson.
Cameron A. Pelser.
Mitchell Charles Schieber.
Shiloh Faith Ehlert.
Ryan Thomas Ward.
Rue S. Taggart.
Reese Joseph Ward.
Nick Lasanti.
Patrick Joseph Hagel.
Benjamin Nash Whitty.
Owen Ross Loomis.
Alyssa Nicole Smith, summa cum laude.
Noah Alexander Carswell.
Hannah Marie Foster.
Jack Robert Moley.
Hannah Marie Templeton.
Max Peterson.
Kelsey Gwen Etherton, summa cum laude.
Jack Connor Rowe.
Anna Van Glubbeck.
Corey Michael Eugene Haybeger.
Caitlin Marie Maximikak.
Shadley Ronald James.
Amalia Joyce Coleman.
Dylan Thomas Lasota.
Lily G. Goodman.
Conley Joel Bauernfeind.
Alexis Sophia Bonder, cum laude.
Tony Hall.
Meadow Elizabeth Bartlett, cum laude.
TJ McNulty.
Bryant Howe.
Zachary Allen Kaylor.
Kevin Pung, magna cum laude.
Connor Quinn Evans.
Daniel Charles Shue, summa cum laude.
John Patrick Barrett.
Michael Paul Baker.
Jack Adler Branding.
Carson Taylor Waranga.
Griffin Ross John.
Alex Casserly.
Catherine Hewlett, magna cum laude.
Hayden James Olenek.
Hannah Marie Scherzinger, cum laude.
Jake Kapp.
Adriana Bombach, summa cum laude.
Ryan Kelly Flanagan.
Chloe Elizabeth Marshall.
Savon Emily Radine.
Alice Lynn.
Ben Secor.
Lauren Irons Goen.
John A. Kading.
Catherine Ballard.
Evan Edward Othout.
Dominic Dutton.
Ben Oster.
Cale Geyer.
Drew George Deerhoff.
Cade Philip Vidovic.
Alexander Anderson, magna cum laude.
Jacob Roman Greer.
Ben Charles Koch.
Hunter Michael Koenig.
Alexander Dooley.
Luke Edward Bowens.
Todd Abrams Lazarus.
Bryce Walker Gutman, cum laude.
Ryan Schindler.
RJ Radel.
Max Wagoner.
Jeremy James O'Connell.
Nick Boland.
Tyler Kenneth McMillan, cum laude.
Ian Nicholas Hammond.
Jake Bednar.
Alyssa Caitlin Lendvay.
Garrett L. Henson.
Callie Marie Bogard, cum laude.
Hayden Gray Hillis.
Megan Elizabeth Clark.
Pav Carr, cum laude.
Kirsten Lee Bybee.
Kara Rose Voss, cum laude.
Luke Reed Gerleman, summa cum laude.
Mark Stephen McGuire.
Maggie Ann Cutoff.
Mary Brigitte Eichenberg, summa cum laude.
Sydney R. Cannon, cum laude.
AJ Kumar Mitra, cum laude.
Caitlin Marie Patterson.
Michael John Joyce.
Tyler Daniel Collada, cum laude.
Brandon William Belts.
Charles Joseph Herner, cum laude.
Nick Walker.
Owen Samuel Zarka, cum laude, summa cum laude.
Evan R. Delapaz.
Reese Matthew Byers.
Eric James Piesel, summa cum laude.
Egan Robert Marcinko.
Slayton H. Smith.
Logan James Gustafon.
Sean Patrick Harrington.
Dylan Christopher Neal.
Zach Krupp.
Adam Mittendorf, magna cum laude.
Brian Robert McNamara.
Sarah Renee Tate, cum laude.
Ethan Michael Field.
Olivia Renee Jansen.
Amelia Marie Backer.
Lauren Elizabeth Hackman, magna cum laude.
Dylan Christopher Worth Anderson.
Brooke Elizabeth Hazen.
Aiden Michael Raby, cum laude.
Phoebe Kate Fridkin.
Regis Riley Gibbons.
Zarian Danier Navy.
Jacob Kapuksta.
Jake Douglas Abram.
Ben Rogers.
Amani Rayan Kamen.
Alex Goff.
Akko Saeed Hamaman.
Ryan Stephen Buning.
Nolan David Schroff, cum laude.
Zach Kearns.
Cameron Michael Dietz, cum laude.
Jake Fisher.
Sebastian Andres Lakazi.
Ben Dishert. Garrett Edward Nelson.
Mike Enorio.
Joseph A. Mendoza.
Evan Scott Laveria, cum laude.
Caleb M. Mendoza.
Joseph Michael Cockrell, summa cum laude.
Mariana Marie Majors Rudis Martinez.
Braden Baltz.
Brooke Madison Christoph, cum laude.
Nick Horner.
Stephanie Ann Adams, cum laude.
Carter Lewis Kusman.
Sydney Ray Labriere, cum laude.
Daniel Joseph Sacco, cum laude.
Adam James Hinn, summa cum laude.
Grace Elizabeth Andrews, summa cum laude.
Logan Rowe.
Molly McDonald, cum laude.
Drew Patel.
Ethan M. Mott.
Jacob William Belcher.
Connor Michael Keefe.
Grant William Bowman.
Annalyn Plachta.
Joe Jamiałkowski.
Isabella Henderson Arnett.
Ryan James Huseman.
Lauren Olivia Sherwood, summa cum laude.
Ethan Alexander Sahudin.
Natalie Ann Rush, cum laude.
Eric Carter Finn.
Matthew Allen.
Nate Hull.
Grace Siobhan Moriarty.
Madeline Margaret Bierman.
Lauren Marie Wadley.
Vinny Kazuva.
Isabel Michael Cordia.
Demetra Eleni Ganis.
Rachel Elizabeth Ward.
Lauren Nicole Cedargreen.
Amy Faye Bryan.
Brianna Elizabeth Truesdale, cum laude.
Shelby Lynn Graves, cum laude.
Aiden Christopher Lee, cum laude.
Tucker Lane Sargent.
Reed Allen Wilkes, cum laude.
Luke Hershey, cum laude.
Alyssa Marie Whitney, cum laude.
Blake A. Vilhard, summa cum laude.
Melanie Nicole Doyle, cum laude.
Emily A. Nelson, cum laude.
Nikki Reno.
Alex Ray Neal.
Mira Lauren Zernoki.
Ryan Patrick Murphy.
Andrew Dean T., cum laude.
Hannah Lynn Knudsen, cum laude.
Corey Justin Arnett.
Sophie Grace Blau.
Curtis Patrick Meyer Peter, magna cum laude.
Jocelyn May Webster.
Justice Dean Suvaya Flutie.
Addison Lynn Peasley, cum laude.
Justin Michael Stevens, cum laude.
Shannon Marie Casey, summa cum laude.
Cormac O'Dear, magna cum laude.
Paige Koss, cum laude.
William Thomas Charles Bruns.
Adela R. Keller.
Michael Russo Trouser.
Grant Lathan Mulligan.
Daniel Robert Beatty.
Jackson Mark McAllister.
Tyler Patrick Calhoun.
Michael Dennis Moriarty.
Caleb David Heffelder.
Ryan Matthew Mata.
Danny Goldberg, magna cum laude.
Catherine Grace Pettit, magna cum laude.
Thomas G. Mladenovich.
Davis Helmrich.
Layla Rose Whitlock.
Grayson Brown, magna cum laude.
Patricia Marie Wolf.
Hugh F. Brennan.
Macy Jane Wayer.
Nick Polite.
Olivia Francis Taylor.
Tristan John Stefanos, magna cum laude.
Zachary M. Askew.
Christopher Bauman DeRocher.
Lawson Alexander Ferris.
Max Michael Powers.
Mason Lane DeVasher.
Zoe Michelle Malonis, magna cum laude.
Andrew Mark Cannon, cum laude.
Lauren Bob Myers, cum laude.
Connor James Maloney.
Stevie Jordan Williams, cum laude.
Kevin C. Egan.
Ainsley Claire Hoover.
Patrick Daniel Mose.
Mitchell Glenn Walters.
Connor James Mulvaney.
Kyle Lewis Garotti.
Clay Heaven. Taryn Reddy Imani.
Luke Fitzgerald Bauer.
Colin James Casey.
Cayman Hayes.
Nick Randazzo.
Tyler Joel Hopkins.
Ethan Douglas Seymour.
Jeffrey Garlick Jr.
Dylan Edward Mobley.
Max Mitchell Williams.
Daniel Karasik.
Michael Lavery Martin.
Jenna M. Stalter, magna cum laude.
Thomas Alexander Briner.
Abby Grinder, magna cum laude.
Alex Stephen Danzo, cum laude.
Hadass Iris Cohen.
Hayden James Egeling.
Sam Porton.
Clayton Michael Thompson, summa cum laude.
Frank Thomas Pantoni.
Dylan Austin K, magna cum laude.
Alex McCausland, cum laude.
Joseph William Morris, cum laude.
Dayton Rao.
Clark Bradford Citron.
Brett Timothy McLean.
Joseph Solomon Bartholomew.
Maz Ibad Haq.
Cade Alexander Campbell.
Quinn Pollock.
John Doug Welsh.
Mason Elliott Rega.
Andrew John Meisenberg, cum laude.
Rhett Anthony Pruitt.
Edward Timothy Killeen.
Parker W. Floria.
Blake Dimitri Katrubis.
Chuck Schrondenbach.
Ethan Michael Katrubis.
J.T. Jackson.
Emily Morgan Feigert.
Leighton Grimes.
Jacqueline K. McGuire, cum laude.
Burke J. Hodebeck, magna cum laude.
Noah Matthew Harper, cum laude.
Isaac Malcolm Poison.
Andrea Margarita Lee, summa cum laude.
Joe Newman.
Hunter James Suntrup.
Michael Kernan, cum laude.
Chloe Elaine Friesen, cum laude.
Manuel Escobar, cum laude.
Jordan Ashley Cox.
Greta Ann Rhodes, cum laude.
Madeline Rose Sitton.
Grace Catherine Stewart, cum laude.
Nicole Autumn Overbay, summa cum laude.
Kara Nicole Jones.
Brooklyn Elise Mars, summa cum laude.
Sophia Ruling Wald, cum laude.
Addison Faith Bierman, magna cum laude.
Sophia Calliope Hutchison.
Melissa Marie Bartlow.
Jimmy Wiersma.
Alina M. Peterson, summa cum laude.
Maya Stabling.
Sophia Alexandra Day.
Kayla Page Beebe.
Alexis Gabrielle Berry.
Audrey Grace Creason, cum laude.
Allison Margaret Walter.
Abigail Kevitt Llewellyn, magna cum laude.
Thomas Robert Bergman.
And Anna Elizabeth Stout.
John Patrick Creighton.
Sophia Bell Sutter, cum laude.
Andrew Thomas Klump.
Jillian Jokish.
Benjamin Charles Paris.
Claire Elizabeth Gregory.
Tucker Benjamin Conley.
Madeline A. Holt.
Noah Matthew Gower.
Alexandria Gropsis.
Brittany Arnold Jones.
Christian Jacob Hosel.
Victoria Daniel Steertz.
Hayden Parker McAloon.
Alexis Lynn Schott.
Eli C. Rosenbaum.
Kyle R. Brown.
Theodore Lewis Meyer.
Christopher Joseph Nesser Jr.
Max Brissett.
Walker Davis Pyle, summa cum laude.
Matthew Robert Luxem. Quinn Tischler.
Jack Kish, cum laude.
Nicholas James Berry.
Garrett Mark Fry, summa cum laude.
Christian Joseph Garlick.
Charles Robert Kaiser III.
Jacob Russell Smock.
Evan Brady.
Dylan Sean Flynn.
Trey Robert Crawford.
Owen Head.
Josh Edmond.
Braden Robert Johnson, cum laude.
Steve Kolcheff.
Rachel Nicole Kinsella.
Carson Thomas Schieber, summa cum laude.
Isabel Marie Red.
Jack Weichseldorfer.
Adam J. Klum, summa cum laude.
Jake Robert Cummings.
Stephen Andrew Klum, cum laude.
Max Charles Heller.
Catherine Rogers, cum laude.
Colin M. Burdick, cum laude.
Sophie Moeller, cum laude.
Griffin Conrad Lanning.
Caroline Campbell Jensen.
Connor Warren Wood.
Lauren Nicole Oppitz, cum laude.
Morgan Elizabeth Thieveridge.
Clark Bennett Griffin.
Caden Joseph Durr, cum laude.
Timothy Carter Williams.
Will Connor Sickles.
Allie Spusberry.
Luke Helmer Bergstrom.
Anna Elizabeth Owens.
Timmy Bross.
Samuel Jonathan Varnon, summa cum laude.
Cole Daniel Grund.
Carly Everding.
Connor Michael View.
Colleen A. Doherty, cum laude.
Justin Penn Summers.
Lydia Marie Schnettler.
Casey Christina Boniak.
Luke Andreas Schultz.
Hallie Jennings Brandt.
Nicholas Mariano Ludis.
Jake Sherman.
Jack M. Schultz.
Shay Matthew Scott.
Tony Mealy.
Charles Henry Shockley.
Michael William Abruzzino.
Josh Pitts, summa cum laude.
Joey Hallibert.
Ethan Benjamin Bailey.
Michael McKay.
Carter Joseph Burnett.
Jacob Daniel Marcos.
Ronald Krieger Carling.
Cameron James Rensing.
Chad Murphy Wallace.
Ben Daniel Kelly.
Alec Jade Liska.
Logan Scott Spalding.
Logan Gershke.
Lauren Paige Blunt.
Syed Zabiullah Sadat.
Libby Nicole Oliver.
Nilla Sasi.
Krishna Dioni Mukunti.
Wesley Richard Moyer.
Danielle C. Taylor.
Ian Joseph Schofer.
Connor Flores, magna cum laude.
Kiera Andrell Renti.
Calvin M. McCarthy.
Annika Helene Feeler.
Tyler S. Pasco.
Julia H. Rockwood, cum laude.
Mitchell Joseph Patton.
Carter Young.
Brandon Michael Cuda.
Brady Rocco.
Pacey Thomas Hammelman.
Mike Pontarelli.
Mark Wayne Lee.
Connor O'Neill.
Emily Elizabeth Reuter.
Joseph Carey.
Amanda Nicole Mathewson.
Jake David Kinney.
Sydney Catherine Russell.
Sam Bueller.
Zoe Marie Mulholland.
Charlie Rutherford.
Tyson L. Strong Jr.
Anthony S. Chapelik, cum laude.
Tania Monet Reynolds. Deja Molesky. Allie Davis. Tatiana Moore. Nez Reddy, cum laude. Imari Dion Bramlett. Javon Daniel Good. Bryson Logan Ferguson. Larry Eugene Wilson Jr. Mark Dwayne Hood Jr. Derek Frank Tatum II. Elaine Marie Roberts. Lauren A. Smith. Grant S. Perkins. Tobias Davis, cum laude. Sterling Jones, Jr.
Join me in congratulating the class of 2024 once again. How about those performances at the end, folks? Give them a round of applause for the performances that we had. I'd like to now invite Chair Winokur to confer our students' degrees.
Thank you, Dean. It's an honor to officially confer your degrees, graduates. Today is for you. Completing a degree is an incredible achievement, one you deserve to feel proud of. You have been held to high, exacting standards throughout your college careers, and you have excelled. Today is proof of that. Cherish this moment surrounded by your family, friends, and peers. Graduates, now would you stand as able? Okay. On the recommendation of the faculty and under the authority granted by the University of Missouri Board of Curators, I hereby confer upon you the degrees for which you have qualified with all the rights, responsibilities, and privileges thereto pertaining. You may now move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations, class of 2024. Okay. You may be seated.
Families, friends, and colleagues, please join me and the Trulaske College of Business faculty and staff in recognizing the academic accomplishments of our newest Trulaske alumni. I'd like to thank our outstanding Trulaske staff for their efforts in arranging this year's commencement ceremonies and the voices of our convocation, name readers, Dr. Gay Albright and Dr. Lauren Brengarth. Please give them a round of applause. Trulaske class of 2024. Each one of you has experienced a journey of growth, learning, and discovery during your time at the Trulaske College of Business. You've taken advantage of a place that encourages innovation, creativity, and leadership, while honing your critical thinking skills and pushing your own limits. Today, as you begin your next chapter, I have no doubt that you are ready to embrace the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. I offer a few words of advice which I hope you will continue to reflect upon. Continue the work ethic that you developed here. It's most difficult to keep this up when the outcomes that you expect are different. That's exactly when you need to double down on your work ethic. Second, surround yourself with people who exude positive energy. You will be amazed how much this will influence you. Next, lift others at every opportunity that you get. Learn to rejoice in the joy of others. Value people and relationships. I know all of you have a lot of digital gadgets, but your happiness will come from the memories of laughing with your family and friends etched in your mind, not from the pictures stored in your digital gadgets. So spend time and value relationships. Finally, do the right thing, even when it's difficult. As you leave Mizzou, I know you take with you fond memories, enduring friendships, and life-altering connections. You also take with you the skills, knowledge, and determination to make a difference. I urge you to dare to dream big, to never lose sight of your potential, to create a positive change in the world. Dr. Don Walsworth usually remarks that we should remember to embrace failure, offer second chances, and say thank you as you make your way in the world. I hope you remember this message from Dr. Don Walsworth. Graduates, the future is yours to shape, and we have no doubt that you will do so with passion, integrity, and excellence. And don't forget a heavy dose of Mizzou pride. Now, please join us for the university's alma mater, Old Missouri. Please stand as you are able. We would be remiss if we didn't end a Mizzou event with a cheer known by tigers everywhere. M-I-Z! That's what I like. Please celebrate sensibly and travel safely. One more round of applause to the class of 2024. Thank you. Have a fantastic day.